We welcome all of you to this edition of The Beat. Today we come to you from the R.C. Slocum Nutrition Center. More on this facility later in the show. But we're going to start with men's basketball. That postseason push is on. An open gym takes you to Columbia, where on Saturday it was Texas A&M at South Carolina.
We're live now from Columbia, South Carolina with Mike Caruso. I'm Dave Saab. The Aggies have come here today to take on the Gamecocks. Perhaps playing our best basketball of the season right now. And since we're in SEC conference play, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. Plus, the other thing is you look at the road victories that we've had. We've really been a pretty consistent team. A big challenge tonight on the road against a very aggressive, very physical South Carolina team.
You showed me yesterday in practice you want to win. Okay, you showed us all year that you really want to win. This morning was great, all right? Early morning, everybody was sharp and into it, okay? Everybody wants to win. We keep talking about that. The difference between us and them, they lift weights, okay? They work hard, you know? But the difference is we got something to play for, all right? You were right close to doing something special, having a great season, okay? It starts with finishing right now. Believe it, when it gets tough, there'll be some tough times. Think about what you got ahead of you, all right? Let's go get it done. Together on three, together on three. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Let's go.
When you got to block out, you block out. When there's a ball on the floor, you go get it. 10 years from now, you will not remember how many points you scored. I promise you, you won't remember how many points you scored. 10 years from now, you will remember whether we won or lost today. I promise you that. Let's go get it. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Well, South Carolina is a very physical, tough, and aggressive team. They emulate their coach as far as personality. They want to make this game a street fight.
Tip will go to South Carolina. They'll get first touch, and the game is underway here in Columbia. Caruso, House, long distance three. Did you make it? Oh, wow. Long pass on the side in the corner. Here is a three, and that's good. Caruso backed out, and this time he will shoot. Did he make this one? He did. Caruso all the way to the other end, looped the pass into Jones, and Mike's right. That was a great pass, an assist for Caruso. Bounce pass to House. He lets go with a three. Got it. Here's another three by House. Just hit he buried that three. That was the world is House doing right now. House at 14 points, 17. It is updated. Halftime, and the Aggies go up 34-21. I think that's our biggest lead of the first half, isn't it? Yeah. When ahead at halftime, Texas A&M this year is 11-1.
Really important to come out here, start of this second half, and reestablish ourselves with good offense and defense and defensive rebounds.
Deflected ball. Somehow we ended up with that thing. Great pass. Caruso gave it to Jones. Almost deflected. Was able to get the ball. Then he slams it. It's a 12-point Texas A&M lead. Tapped up once by Morales, and then the putback by Courtney is good. On the low post to Jalen Jones. Turns. He's facing Carrera. He's going to go up again.
Get it.
Made it. He's going to get an and one.
Wow.
In the corner to House, open for a three. Got it! He just hit the three, and it's now 50-42. It's an 8-point Texas A&M lead.
South Carolina's getting frustrated right now. When they try and get it inside, they've been frustrated with getting it inside. So let's see if we can increase that lead.
On underneath now here to Courtney. Yeah. Courtney, great feed. That went Caruso to Courtney. Layup underneath. Great pass. 11-point Aggie lead, 33 seconds left. A&M will get a win out of this. This is a big road win.
Good win, all right, road win. Thought everybody who played for us gave us something big. You got the Hogs next, it's gonna be fun. Let's go, together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together! Yes, sir.
This segment of The Beat is brought to you by Bud Light, the perfect beer when you're up for whatever. Welcome back to The Beat, coming to you from the R.C. Slocum Nutrition Center. This weekend, a very successful one on the diamond. Baseball, they swept Penn State. Softball went out to California for the Mary Nutter Classic and ended it 5-0. Here's a look back at those two sports. The Aggies lashed out at the Nittany Lions on Friday night, hitting 4 home runs on their way to a 9-3 victory. Blake Alleman, Logan Knottybrook, Logan Taylor, and J.B. Moss all went deep. A.J. Mentor was quality in his second career start.
I thought he had another outstanding performance. We certainly have got to get him deeper in the game for us to do what we want to do going forward, and he knows that, but he threw a few more pitches this week than he did last, and we'll try to push him over 100 next week, maybe 105, 110, something like that, but he needs to get us to the 6 or 7, but I thought he was fantastic.
Saturday, a 15-2 drubbing. A&M jumped out on Penn State early and late, leading 6-0 after 3 and tacking on 8 runs in their final 2 at-bats. Grayson Long came back from a rough first start to shut down Lion hitters.
First inning was, got out of it pretty easily, and then there was a lot of good plays made behind me that really helped me out. Blake Allman up the middle. The guy had 4 or 5 outstanding plays today, and Mitchell now behind the plate. He got a lot of pitches called strikes that were kind of questionable, and that helped me out with my confidence coming off last week's start.
The Aggies worked for it on Sunday, staving off the Fog and Penn State 5-2. Sweep completed. Matt Kent on the hill, excellent for the second straight Sunday. A&M exited the Penn State series still undefeated at 7-0. Softball went out to California and came back with 5 wins in tow and no defeats. The victories were over BYU, Cal Santa Barbara, Cal State Fullerton, Syracuse, and Stanford. All but one of those by 3 runs or more. This nationally ranked squad landed back home with a 12-4 record. They host Houston on Wednesday night and welcome in Illinois State, Boston University, and UTSA this weekend for the Texas A&M Invitational. The start on the diamond, quality ones, to baseball and softball. This segment of The Beat is brought to you by Pepsi. Now is what we make it. Grab a Pepsi and some friends and get out there and live it. It's time to live for now. Texas A&M athletic success this past week didn't stop on the diamond. There were plenty of sports in action. We cover them all right now, beginning with last Friday. Men's tennis, they hosted the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners. The match came down to the final court standing, and freshman Arthur Renderkinich came through, easily dispatching his OU opponent in a decisive third set. A.J. Catanzariti and Max Lunkin were the other singles winners as the Aggies picked up the doubles point as well. For the first time in the 38-year history of the program, A&M men's tennis beats #1. So men's tennis beats #1 at home. The women's basketball team on Thursday was trying to defeat #11 on the road. The Aggies were in Lexington for an all-important match against the Kentucky Wildcats.
For the Texas A&M women's basketball team, this SEC season has been a story of 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Each time the Aggies have put back-to-back wins together, they followed that with a loss, and it's happened 4 times. But tonight, yet another opportunity to win 3 straight in league play. All the way to the basket. Right-hand layup is good. Nice move by Achiri. Williams with the basketball, drives baseline, pull up 10-footer, that's good. Courtney Williams. 5-foot jumper from the baseline. Courtney knocks it down. She goes to a day, easy layup, right-handed, good. Texas A&M beats Kentucky 81-69. Big road win for the Aggies over the #10 ranked Wildcats. They should be happy and proud of themselves.
The the Aggies have put themselves in great position to finish the season in the top 4 in the SEC as the final week of the regular season looms. Finishing strong is the focus of the red-hot team in maroon and white, or pink and white, this afternoon. There's a steal right there. Jordan Jones has got to try to get it to Copeland. Jones picked it. Nobody in front of her, puts it off the glass, and good. Williams trying to run a secondary break. Stops, puts it off the glass, and good. 31-21, bounce pass inside to Ade off the backboard, and good. It's a 12-point Aggie lead. Williams has got it, right elbow, throw into Terry. Terry with a beautiful, like she had Stickum on her hands to catch that ball. The Aggies are going to improve to 22-6 and 10-4 in the SEC.
More upsets over top-notch foes. The equestrian team beat the number 2 ranked team in the country on their home turf Saturday. The Aggies topped South Carolina 11-8. Leah Chanel and J.C. Marley led the way as both received Most Outstanding awards at the close of the competition.
They are ranked number 2 in SEC, so it makes it extremely exciting that we can beat them here at home, and that makes 6-0 at home for us, which is absolutely amazing.
The Aggies have one more match at the Hildebrand Equine Complex versus Auburn on March 14th. They'll try to remain unbeaten at home. Finally, men's and women's swimming and diving went to Auburn for the SEC Championships this weekend. The women placed second for the 3rd straight year. This meet features Olympic-type talent everywhere.
We broke a couple of school records, I think 3, so solid week.
The men finished 8th. Both teams look forward to their NCAA championships in late March. Another successful weekend for Texas A&M athletics. Welcome back to The Beat. The R.C. Slocum Nutrition Center, located in the south end zone of Kyle Field, has been online for a year and a half. Since its inception, it has fueled Aggie student athletes. And we feature this facility on The Beat. Nestled inside the Bright Complex, completed in the fall of 2013. This venue serves as the sleek, modernized dining room for the Aggies. With recent news of NCAA deregulation, Texas A&M athletics can do even more with this beautiful state-of-the-art facility.
We offer a 1 meal per day, free of charge to all student athletes, so walk-ons included. So if you're on a roster as a student athlete, you get a free meal. And what we've done is we've done dinner from Sunday through Thursday, and we offer lunch on Friday.
A good nutrition plan it's a lifestyle. You know, it's an everyday occasion, not just a game day blip. So it's something that you're doing over and over again. And here in the R.C. Slocum Nutrition Center, we're open and serving hot food in the morning. We're open for lunch. We're open at dinner time. So we're allowed to offer, you know, food to these student athletes up to 3 times a day, you know, in addition to what we're doing at our recovery stations and our refueling stations and on the various locations at the sports facilities.
If you put bad things in your body, then your performance is going to reflect that. And, you know, our nutrition staff with John Tangway and this Slocum staff here has done a really good job of building menus that are healthy for student athletes, but also good to taste. Because when we think of healthy, we don't think of always something very tasty.
But most importantly, this is the hub of Aggie athletics. Student athletes convene here for enjoyment of one another, in addition to maintaining a healthy lifestyle that is imperative to their complete performance, on and off the field.
You know, these are the best years of their lives in college. And so we want them to be exposed and to grow and build those relationships. And that's what this hub is. It's the hub of athletics. I mean, it's our academic center is here. Our main training facility is right below us. And then you have this place everybody loves to eat. And so it gives our student athletes an opportunity to come in and be with one another.
Simply put, the R.C. Slocum Nutrition Center is truly one of a kind.
certainly no one's doing it any better than us. I think this is what other schools are trying to achieve, is this sort of setup here where everything is centrally located and we can offer, you know, great variety and all sorts of different options and really allow the student athletes to select foods that meet their likes and help them achieve their athletic goals.
It's almost time to close out this edition of The Beat from the R.C. Slocum Nutrition Center. But speaking of facilities, next week we shoot this show in the brand new studio at 12th Man Productions. Here's the man that brought it all together.
My name is Jeff Hall, and I am the principal at the JHD Group. The JHD Group is an incredible group of designer, architects, artists, engineers, and conceptual thinkers. And we do everything from studios to amusement parks to award shows, game shows, you name it. As a group, we take ourselves seriously, and it sort of rolls right back into what you guys do here. This job was amazing for us. It was amazing because when we start a project, we do the best we can at researching and trying to get into the mindset of the spirit of what the place is about and what the architecture is about and what the lineage and the lines and what we had no idea was that we just scratched the surface when we started. This is something that is beyond pride. It is something that is traditional. And something that's traditional means so much. It means that there's going to be a timeless element to the design. There's going to be something that is remembered. Now, we didn't do anything that's a big knock-knock in there. I mean, there isn't anything that just says, you know, look how great we are. It's the opposite of that. What we have tried to do is we tried to build upon the foundation of what you guys already have. Wow, thank you for you know, the opportunity to be here and to do this. It's really important. And you know, I haven't had that feeling in 20 some odd years. And it just reminded me, I can continue to do this for a long time if I feel that way. And I think, you know, I think Texas A&M is an incredible place, no kidding. And I'm happy and thrilled and proud, really proud that I had an opportunity to do this.
We are in the new studio at 12th Man Productions next week and throughout the remainder of the spring. We'll see you there on the next edition of The Beat.